So we're starting the inspection process now on the 6.6, getting ready to pop the oil pan off, do a lower end inspection. Top end inspection has revealed some issues. We weren't going to pull the heads on this because, like we've said before, it was already, the 6.6s don't have DOD. So technically we can install the cam on the stand without pulling the heads. And I was going to do the springs on the motor because I got a little airline I could use. But our inspection has revealed some issues here. This one is not as bad. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yep. So, like I said before, this thing sat outside for quite a while. There was leaves. It was sitting on an old tire. The tire was full of water. And what I've come up with is the way it was sitting at an angle on that pallet. You know, the throttle body was sitting about where my hand is, and it was kind of the motor's at an angle. I believe there was probably I know there was tape on the throttle body when it got here, but I bet while it was sitting outside underneath this tree or wherever it was that there was not. So rain,
it wasn't covered.
It wasn't covered.
No.
So rain got in the throttle body, moisture got in the throttle body, because we've already scoped the pistons. Everything looks good except for
this piston here has
this one here.
got water in the cylinder.
There's water in that cylinder, and that could have just leaked down if that valve's open.
And I've already vacuumed out all the water, so that's why you don't see it there now.
This one's got a pretty hard. Let's see if I can see it. There's your water line.
Yeah.
So they were completely. This one was completely filled with water, which makes sense at the angle it was sitting. Like I said, it was tilted back. That pallet had broke, and it was tilted back. So the water line's not as predominant in here, but we're hoping it's still buildable. Not really sure.
I think it will be.
Today the heads are coming off. We're going to check the head gaskets and see if we see anything. We'll check the heads and see if we see any cracks. But
another thing, water come out of one of these. I don't know which one it was, and of course these were tied up here with some string and stuff, whatever.
Right.
And we think water, somehow, at the way it was tilted, water got down one of these tubes, which scared me. So when I tilted the motor, water came out of it. I thought, oh man, we got water in the bottom of it. So right away, I drained all in it, and it was just all. There's no water got in the bottom.
It wasn't chocolate. So that's good.
So it was good. But
I mean, this thing sat in water so long right there. It's got. I mean, we're growing stuff inside this thing.
Every valve's got to come out.
This one's growing. It's got stalactites or something.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I mean, we've discovered some type of new fungus in there. Yeah, so unfortunately, heads are coming off. This is going to get a little bit more of a lengthy build, a little bit more of a expensive build. There's a lot of work I'm going to have to do to these heads.
But our recommendation is you wouldn't want to build something like this, not knowing what the cylinder looks like.
Right, so that,
And the only way to really tell is take the head off, and then maybe you got some good walls left and can dress them up, clean them up, get some good ring function in there, and then you have a good motor. I think that's what we're looking at. Because one thing, this was full of water, so didn't have any oxygen in there. So I'm thinking that kept it from being too bad.
Look at that. You can see the discoloration. So that proves that it was sitting at that angle on that pallet, which makes sense for that intake to fill up with water.
So if anybody's going to work on a motor and let it sit outside for a while, cover it up, man.
Yeah, please. I mean, we got ours here, so there's the 5.3 and there's the 6.2 that are going in. One's in my truck, one's in the 64 that'll be up for sale, and whenever.
But if you don't have room in your garage, at least cover them up, man.
Well, we cover them up and they're in the garage.
Yeah.
And then we cover up everybody's stuff. I just uncovered this one when I got here. We cover up everybody's stuff. I mean, even if it's in the garage. So, like I said in earlier on, some people just don't care, man, and it shows. I mean, I'm sure this wasn't a cheap engine. It's a fairly new 6.6, and I think we can save it, but it's going to require a lot more work at this point. Yep.
Oh, that wasn't very tight.
No, I already broke it loose.
Oh, scaring the hell out of me.
Yeah, head gaskets look okay.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any problems. There was a lot of water in that one, though.
Oh,
But there wasn't no water in any of the others, just this one.
okay.
But this, I don't see where anything would have cracked or seeped. So,
We got a good engine so far. We need to roll it down and look at that wall.
yeah, look at it. Look at this stuff. That's the first 6.6 I think we've had the heads off of.
I think so.
The other ones don't have
Uh-uh.
this.
Has cooling, comes out of here and goes in there. Keeps these cylinders cool because this is so thin because it's
Bigger.
bigger.
Yeah.
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 Pretty
Like I
cool.
said, the 6.2 and the 5.3 have more meat here.
Yeah, it looks good, man.
I didn't see any. I mean,
Very good.
back. So it'd have been this cylinder here.
Oh, we're good, man.
It was sealing fine. It's just a matter of the water got in that intake.
Yeah, man. Suck all this water out too while we got it.
No, once I spin it,
Yes.
it'll dump it out. But yeah, and then this side looks okay. And the like the back side of his head looks good. Just that one.
Yeah.
That's where all that water sat.
One good thing about aluminum, it's
Oh, it'll
it's forgiving.
it'll clean up. But that's where all that water. So it was sitting on that pallet. It must have been sitting at an incline, and then like that, and all that water poured in and just sat right there. Most of it anyway.
Fantastic. We got a good motor.
So head gaskets are. I mean, technically, I think you could clean these up and reuse them if you wanted to. But
Not if you're gonna blow it.
yeah. But anyway, everything looks okay so far. Here. All the cylinders look really good. I mean, this is pretty par for the course what we normally see. You can see where some trash got down in it too. So that further tells you that throttle body was open. You see that?
Yeah.
How else would that stuff get down in there, right? So
It's kind of bloom.
right. But that's the worst one, and it must have been the angle and the water how it was coming in. But
There's no pits.
no cracks, no pits. We can clean that up.
Yeah.
We got a little, and you could still see some.
You still see cross hatches.
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah. So that would have been that one right there.
Yeah.
Looks terrible, but it'll clean up fine. And the rest of them look new. So no head gasket problem. I think it was just a matter of water sitting.
This one shows like it had a little water in it, but I didn't see anything. Yeah.
It had a little bit of water sitting. And we'll clean them all up just real quickly. We got a little dingleberry hone. Clean them up.
Yep. I think we got a good motor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Still gonna pull the pan. This cylinder head, a little bit of water in that one right there, which that would have been your front one. That's this one right here.
Right there.
Yep, that's your front.
That valve had to be opened just a little bit with the cam.
Yep.
Letting moisture get in
That
there.
washer. Yep. Yep. So a couple of them are open, a couple of them are closed. Everything else looks okay. Don't see any trouble. And we've seen when these crack, if you go back and look at find Mr. Freeze video, I think there's a couple on him. When these crack, they crack through here.
Yeah.
The blocks are different on the 6.6s.
Cam looks good.
They have a little bit different cooling passages than the 6.2 and the 5.3 because this is narrower, so I guess they cool it down a little bit more. That's what Dad was saying. The 6.2 and the 5.3, the block itself has more meat. And yeah. So now, fun job of we'll flip it over, pull the pan. I guess while I got it sitting, I can go ahead and yank these lifters out too, and might as well go ahead and take the valley apart.
I take it.
Yep.
Thorough inspection on this guy.
Yep. So unfortunately, we went from not having to take everything apart to it's all coming apart.
Buildable.
Yeah, it's definitely
That's the main thing.
definitely buildable. I mean, I don't see any problems. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so since we kind of assessed everything, we're pretty sure it's a buildable motor. We'll go ahead and we're going to tear everything else apart, get the lifters out, timing cover out, valley cover off. I think Dad told me to go ahead and pull the cam out too. So we'll get all this knocked out real quick. That's the plan. they stick a little bit there. There you go. Oh yeah, there's no water in there. Nothing. It looks good. Excellent. Like I've been saying, so normally you'd have to block all these off, right? But pretty cool. Factory did it for you. The only downfall of the 6.6 to me is just the weight of this engine, and they are a little lower on power compared to 6.2s to start with. But this one's not going to have that problem when we're finished. There's your big old lifter, fuel pump lifter. Yeah. No water in your pan. Everything looks good. Good clean oil too. There we go. Good and clean. There's your phaser. There you go. Looks like a brand new cam. Yep, cam bearings look good. I'll flip it over in a minute. Check the crank, rods. Yeah, I didn't. I mean, there wasn't no water in the pan. There's no rust on anything in the lower end.
Beautiful.
There's no heat in anything.
Right in the rock. Come on back.
Okay. I think it's pretty low mile, maybe. I don't know. Not.
Yeah, this is brand new.
You never really know, but.
Beautiful low end.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it looks nice.
Yeah. Cam was good. No wear on it at all. Cam bearings look fine. When I took the valley cover off, there wasn't no water in there. Everything was dry. So I just gotta knock these sensors off real quick, and then yeah, all the new ones they go black. We still gonna use our ultra gray, but yeah. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah. I like it.
Cool.
You know what? You know what fish makes the best mechanics?
What fish?
Yeah,
No.
tuna fish. A tuna fish. Get it?
Oh boy. Yeah. Get it. Yep. Block cleaned up good. Did a quick cleanup on the cylinders. Nothing wrong with that.